Evolution of Drizella Tremaine. Cinderella 1950.
In the first movie, Drizella is portrayed as haughty, abusive, and sadistically cruel. She sets so many bad examples of spitefulness towards Cinderella for her younger sister to follow, that between them, Anastasia's the better of the two. Drizella and her mother constantly plot to ruin Cinderella's life and have no qualms about hurting her feelings. Lady Tremaine is well aware of her older daughter's harsh and cold-hearted and even violent mannerisms, and can trigger Drizella's anger with a mere handful of casually delivered words in a particularly distressing scene. As Lady Tremaine and her daughters prepare to leave for the prince's ball, Cinderella appears wearing her beautiful homemade gown. Lady Tremaine notes that Cinderella is wearing beads that belong to Drizella, who rejected them on the claim she was sick of the sight of them. After Lady Tremaine casually points out to Drizella that the beads add a charming touch to the dress, Drizella flies into a rage and violently yanks the beads from Cinderella's neck, and along with Anastasia, lunges upon her stepsister and tears her down to rags, leaving Cinderella devastated.
House of Mouse 2001.
In the episode Jiminy Cricket, Drizella and Anastasia were used as an example of negative temptations. In the episode Ask Von Drake, she was seen trying on the slipper when Ludwig von Drake appeared and advised the Grand Duke to try it on Cinderella. In the episode Goofy's Valentine Date, Mortimer Mouse flirted with her in Anastasia until Lucifer attacked him.
Cinderella 2 Dreams Come True 2002.
In the second movie, Drizella seems to be odd after Anastasia openly rebelled against their overbearing mother and told her she was in love with a baker of low birth and that she was happier with him than she would ever be with a wealthy suitor Lady Tremaine had hoped she would encounter at another palace ball. Angered Lady Tremaine stormed off, leaving Drizella stunned, though she sided with her mother and returned home with her.
Mickey's House of Villains 2002.
In the direct-to-video movie, Drizella appears in the musical It's Our House Now when villains take over the club.
Cinderella 3, A Twist in Time 2007.
In the third movie, unlike her younger sister Anastasia, who changes her spiteful ways and develops into a kind and good-natured woman, Drizella obeys her mother's every order and schemes with her to undermine her hated stepsister. Cinderella Drizella is also depicted as having slovenly eating habits, where she samples the food and the wedding cake being prepared for her sister's wedding by shoving handfuls of it into her face and eating them noisily. In the end of the movie, Drizella and Lady Tremaine are, as a punishment, removed of their wealth and status and are reduced to working as scullery maids in Cinderella's palace.
Cinderella 2015.
In the live-action version, the Z and Drizella was replaced by an S to reflect the British stereotype, and she was portrayed by Sophie McShera, like her mother and sister. At the end of the movie, Drizella left the kingdom with the Grand Duke, never to return.
As told by Emoji 2016.
Drizella appears as an emoticon version in the Cinderella entry of the short series
Once Upon a Time 2017.
A version of Drizella appears in the television series, serving as a secondary antagonist during the 7th season, being portrayed by Adelaide Kane. In the flashback scenes, the twin Drizella is portrayed by Anna Cathcart.
Chibi Tiny Tales 2023.
Drizella appears in the classic Disney tale of Cinderella, as in chibi form,